So people's got a battle here against Cert from Poker Up Forums, aka the Cool Kids Club. So he leads off with a Metagross and lead off with Celebi, and I'm just gonna trick him a Scarf to cripple it, while he just goes for the Stealth Cox. So knowing that he's gonna switch, I'm gonna set up my own Stealth Cox as he goes into his Transvestite. So I know I can take a hit because of the berry, and so I figure that he's Scarf Tran, and I want to see what he locks himself into, and it's Fire Blast, so I U-turn the fuck out of there, and I go into my own Transvestite, because everyone knows you can only kill a tranny with another one. So, I'm gonna go for the Dragon Pulse, knowing that he's just gonna switch out, and he goes into a Suicune, which pisses me off, so I gotta get the hell out of here after I Dragon Pulse. So I Dragon Pulse, and it really doesn't do much of anything at all. So I get the hell out, and I go into Celebi to take the Surf, which I do nicely. So, he's gonna switch out fearing the grass move, so I'm gonna pull a U-turn here as he goes into Metagross. So pull a U-turn, go back into my tranny, and I really should have gone for the Fire Blast, but I didn't want him to switch into his own Heatran. So I just go for the Earth Power because it's still super effective and shit. But he kills me with Earthquake because the Earth Power doesn't kill him. So that sucks. So I have a dead tranny, which is always a bad sign. So I gotta go to my Zapdos because he's locked into Earthquake, and I'm just gonna go for a Thunderbolt on whatever he switches in, and I guess he's predicting a Heat wave, so he goes into his own Transvestite, and I just hit it with Thunderbolt, and it does a pretty good bit. This is physically defensive, and he decides to explode, which I was really hoping I would survive, but yeah, apparently not. Apparently this game hates me. So, yeah. He killed his own tranny and my Zapdos. So I go into this fat ass here, because I love fat asses. And he goes back into his Mechawreck. So I gotta switch out, because I know that he's gonna explode, because he's at low health and shit. So, he explodes on my now useless Celebi, so we both lose a Pokemon for no reason at all. So I go into Fisty because he's awesome and uses his fists, and he goes into Dusknoir, and I'm like, damn it! So I gotta get the hell out. So I go into Faticus because it's like the only thing on my team that can take a Will-O-Wisp, but it actually misses. So, and I figured since he's just gonna burn, I'm just gonna have to rest it off anyway. I might as well just go for a couple curses while I'm at it. So he misses the Will-O-Wisp again, and I'm like, wow. Get it? Wow! Ha ha! Yeah, that was terrible. That was just wrong in so many ways. So, yeah, he misses the wow again, which sucks balls for him. So he finally hits it as I go for another curse, but now I'm at +2, so like nothing has happened. We're right back where we started. So now he can't really do anything except for Pain Split, even though he's like at full health. So I'm just gonna go for another curse as he goes back into this Suicune thing. So I'm just gonna try and get damage on it. I hope he doesn't like set up some Calm Minds and shit. So I just go for the Body Slam. And it does decent, not really that great, and he just roars me out, which pisses me off. So it roars me out to Fisty, and I went for the Earthquake because I thought he might switch back into Dusknoir, and I just wanted damage on it if he did, and it would still damage the Suicune, and it does, you know, okay damage. It's probably a 2-hit KO, who knows. Here I decide to risk it for a biscuit. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. And go for a close combat, and he goes into Scizor, which is great because my close combat is just gonna one-hit KO the motherfucker. So, yeah, it's one dead Scizor right there. So now he's probably pissed off and just wants to kill this thing. So he goes into this, and I figure he's just gonna Ice Shard or something. So I just go for the Mach Punch, and here I do get a crit, which sucks balls. That's pretty stupid. So sorry about that. But now he goes into this Dusknoir, and I figure he's just gonna kill me off because he's pissed off at this thing. So I just go straight for the Sucker Punch instead of like switching out. So and I was right. He just wants to kill me off. So I do get some nice damage on that Dusknoir. Now, still, the only thing that can take this Dusknoir is my fat ass. So I go back into him, and I know he's probably just gonna Pain Split, but there's really nothing I can do about it. Might as well just like curse up. So I get the curse up, and I figure that he can't really do anything to me now that he's Pain Splitted and has more HP and shit. So and all he has is physical moves. So he's probably gonna switch. So I take the opportunity to rest up here, I believe. Yeah. So he goes back into his Cascade as I rest. And yeah. So I get all the way back up to full, which is cool. So I just stay in, see what he's gonna do. But I see that I go first, meaning that he roars me out, which sucks. But I go to my last guy, Scizor, which is okay, because I'm pretty sure I can take like 2 Surfs, which is great because it means that I can get up a Swords Dance. So he goes for the first Surf, and it does like almost exactly half, a little over half, or a little under half. So I get up the fucking Swords Dance, and now I'm ready to rape shit. So he goes for the Surf, and I know that that's not gonna kill me unless he gets a crit. But he doesn't, and I get a Brick Break off on the mofo. So yeah. Yeah. So now I have to go for the Bullet Punch, and I have no idea if it'll kill or not. But I just go for it, really hope it does, and it does, which is awesome. I really didn't think it would because of how little that Brick Break did, but whatever. So now he goes into his last guy, and I just wanted to get damage on this thing before he kills me or uses Will-O-Wisp. But again, I get a crit, which really sucks. So sorry about that, dude, but good game.